Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going back to school, alright? Let's learn Thoth like a kindergartner. If you have been wanting to read Thoth, or are reading Thoth, or are new, completely new to Thoth, it doesn't matter. I thought we'd go back to the alphabet, okay? What I did when I was kind of like thinking about this exercise was I used like a small whiteboard, and I wrote the alphabet on one side. And I shuffled the deck, and here, picked one at random, okay? A card would pop out, and I would come up with a word for each letter of the alphabet. It doesn't matter if these words come out of a book. It didn't matter if these words are just the ones that your intuition is telling you that, you know, like whatever. It's just like the ones that come up. Right? And sometimes for some letters, you're going to have to think about them, right? So let's get in, like, this is circle time, all right? So I thought I would just come on and share this quick video as like a quick little way that you can get comfortable working with Thoth. If you are uncomfortable, I'm not uncomfortable with Thoth, but it's still a cool exercise for me because I can get out my deck, and even I don't have to like write anything down. It doesn't have to be as elaborate as all that. I just kind of like, I like that tactile, you know, action of writing things down. So you can do this in your journal, in your tarot journal, on a dry erase board, on a chalkboard, whatever. Okay, go put yourself back in the kindergarten seat and get your deck out. I think I've said this before, and I'll leave that video down below in like the how I study Thoth, because I had to learn the hard way that studying tarot in and of itself, it was harder to do it card by card, right? Like my very first tarot journal was laid out starting with the Fool and ending with the court cards. Actually, I divided it up. Major Arcana, Minor Arcana, and then court cards. And then the rest of that composition notebook was filled up with the wands, and then the sword, like suit by suit, and then the numerology, and then astrology, and just like that. It was very compartmentalized in a way that had me traumatized about learning it that way. And through all that learning, I rarely picked a freaking deck up. Okay? So, I think I got to a point where I was like, I want to just play with my decks. Actually, at this point, I don't care if I'm right or wrong. Okay? Like, it didn't matter. I just wanted to play with my deck. I wanted to feel like I was able to. So I just started shuffling and pulling cards and seeing like what my mind was telling me. And sometimes I would go back and reference the books that I had at that time and stuff like that. And that unlocked a new kind of a journaling session, which actually probably helped me learn the meanings and the cards themselves by forming like these pseudo relationships with them. So that's how I learned. But anyway, I'll leave that video below if you're interested in how I study Thoth but tarot. Okay. But this was something that I thought that would appeal to most people, all right? And it's just a regular exercise, and I'm probably not the one that's, there's one over here. I'm probably not the one that's come up with this, okay, initially. I probably am not. And if you know of anyone else that has a post, a blog, or a video about this, please leave it below so we can go check their video out too to share the love, all right? Anyway, so I thought, let's go back to school. We're going to kindergarten. We're learning the alphabet. We're singing the alphabet song, and you know, we're A is for alligator, right? That's another thing that's cool about the Thoth, is that there's so many symbols that one of your words could be one of those symbols. For instance, in the full card, there's an alligator below. Okay, doesn't matter if it's a crocodile or an alligator. I can't remember. Pretty sure it's a crocodile, actually. But anyway, that could be your C. as a symbol, right? It doesn't have to be this like crazy practice, right? It's just for fun. But what it's gotten me to realize is that for each card, especially if I'm not able to do every single letter of the letters of the alphabet, it's gotten me awakened to what I'm already feeling about that card. So that was pretty cool. So I guess as like an example, I don't know. I mean, it's just gonna be an example, right? I'm gonna shuffle really, really well, pull a card, and then try to see how many letters we can come up with. Okay, this is silly. It's for you, so it's not like anyone's gonna see you do this. So you can be as silly as you want to be. And your words, I will say they have to be real words, not made up words. So not too silly. I guess there are some rules, but it's just like open your brain up to the possibilities of each card. Okay. One more time. I always cut my deck, so cut the deck and then take one from the top, right? We got the Tower. Okay. Now you can do this in a quick way. Like I could have already said abrasive, brevity, like just shove some vocabulary words at this. But you can go slow too. It's not a contest, okay? This isn't a spelling bee. This isn't a contest. This is just for you, right? So if I were really trying to learn the Tower card, and you can do this for any deck, all right? This is just, I'm using it with Thoth because it seems to be the most inaccessible. So, you know, whatever. But I would say abrasive. I would say, I already said brevity. I would say corruption, destruction. What's an E? Egoic. Festering. Gastric. Hedonistic. Although I don't know why that word's coming to mind. Maybe because of the devil card. Like this before it. That just popped in my head. So, you just keep going, right? Let's see. I was thinking about the lightning, but I want to say inerality. I want to say, what's for a J word? Skip, I can't think of J word. K. Kill. Let's say kill. Ugh. Okay. L. Maybe lurid. Maybe. M. Let me how will I look at the card? Because I'm just like, I'm going off in my own little head thinking about the Tower card itself. And to be honest, I'm thinking about all the tarot cards I know. Like Maison the Tower, this, thinking about like all the towers. And that's good too. If like you're already versed in tarot, you probably would already do that anyway. Let's see. What am I on? M. Mouth. See, it didn't come to me until I looked at the card. N. Nationalism? Wow, that's a funny word for tower, I guess. O. Opus. P. Propulsion. quit. I'm going to use the word quit for Q. R. I don't know. Oh, R. Skip. S. Suspense. Actually, well, you could say suspense for this because then that reminded me of the hangman, but I could say suspend for hangman. So, but we're not on the hangman. T. T. Tower. That was easy. Usurp would be the U word for this. T-U-V. Vindictive. Wanton. No, not wanton. I don't have a good W word either. But anyway, okay. I've been through the majority of the alphabet, right? For the Tower card. And it's okay that I left some blank, okay? Like I said, this is not a contest. We're not winning an award here. But it's a really cool, and I haven't, you know, luckily the Tower card wasn't a card that I'd already done this with. So y'all got to see in like real time me choking over the alphabet. We'll do it one more time because I think stuff like this is fun. If you've got a minute, you know, and you're kind of sitting there and you don't have a question for tarot and you're kind of just wanting to play around with the deck, I think this is one of those fabulous things that you can do. That you just want to sit around and play with it. But it's play that's actually helping you learn something about a card. And it's deepening your relationship with it, in my opinion. You know, sacred play is good if you just want to shuffle and do like this mindless thing with tarot, just to like immerse yourself in the art of for whatever deck it is. But play that's useful is like transcendent. So, all right, one more card. I'm gonna shuffle the traditional way for this last time. Cut the deck and see what we got. Ooh. Okay. 6 of discs. Here. A little bit better. Oh. Alright. Now, as this is I forgot to mention this, but you can use the astrology, like the for, you know, whichever card. You can use those too. Because those are things about the card that are about the card. So like I said, you know, really simple with this. Alright, now let's see what I see here. I see light. I see rosy cross. See the glyphs for the moon and Taurus. I see circles. I see triangles. Yada yada yada. And of course, the key word for this is success. And it's discs, right? So I'm thinking about what I know, what I want to know about this. So A. Altruism. Then we have bargain, coin, disc, exchange, fecundity. No, because that reminds me of another card. I'm going to say fortune. I'll say fortune. Say, I don't want to use gain, because it's another card. And this is the success. The success. So I would say, okay, skipping those, I might go to a letter that I would want to use too. So, material, nepotism, I see a lot of, I would probably say prosperous, success, tenacious. These are the words I'm getting so far. See? I had a little bit less here, right? But it's still, if you like write it, especially if you do this in a quick manner, but even if you don't, even if you like take the time to think about them, right? You're learning something new about the card that you probably didn't know before. Because I'm associating words with this card that I would probably associate with other cards too. So it's just like this delicate thing. We had a major, we had a major and a minor. So I'm gonna take the court cards out and see if we can pick a court card, just to round these examples out. $16. There you go. Okay. Now I'm just going to put them on like my couch here and spin them around. Just to make sure that they're shuffled. Because if I just do this, I'm not getting a lot of, I'm not randomizing very well. To me, in my opinion. So, I mean, hell, I might be. I might be. Alright, I'm just going to pick, like, I fanned them out, and I'm just going to, like, pick one. Alright, we have the Knight of Cups. Got all my lights. There we go. Okay. Put all these with the other decks for a second. Or with the rest of the deck for a second. Angel. Let me put it closer for y'all. Angel. Blue. Cup. I want to say diatribe. I don't know why. Maybe because I feel like he would talk my freaking ear off. See? Didn't know that about him. Emotional. Fair. Didn't know that about him either. Gracious. Hopeful. Intentional. Just. Kind. Lonely. Manipulated. Possibly, I think he could be easily manipulated. Possibly even narcissistic. An easily manipulated narcissist? The fuck? Opulent. I feel like he's kind of a dandy. Peacock. As a peacock there. Let's see. Quizzical. Redundant. Traversing. want to say utilizing the vulnerable. I want to say wayward, yearning. Skipping a lot of W's. No, skipping a lot of X's. Sorry, X's. And zealot. These are just words that came to my mind upon contemplation. And hell, they may not even actually relate to him, you know, in like any kind of real way. It may not be who he is at all. And that's the cool part, is that you're like, you can go back through this exercise and go, that doesn't really actually fit with what I think that this card means, right? And you just use it as like a base exercise, a fun little exercise to either get to know the card, and then it's like you've learned details through the grapevine, like almost like the words themselves become like gossip, like a game telephone, and you have to decide whether this is true about this card or not. Like, do you have any, is there any evidence to support the words that you come up with? I don't know. I mean, if you do this, let me know. I think that is so fun. So actually, this popped out. So if you feel so inclined, put some words down in the description box for the star card, because this one popped out of the deck. It was a jumper. So it wants you to play with it. So if you have a letter of the alphabet you want to share, or several, down in the comments, leave them below. All right? And I hope that this is an exercise that lets you get to know Thoth a little bit, or any tarot deck that you might be playing with right now. All right. Well, happy Thoth Thursday. I hope everyone's having a good day. Much love.